Hi, mommies. This is Tanya, Noor's mom. So, today we are going to speak about a very hot topic, which is loose motions or diarrhea in babies and how to treat it at home. So, first of all, let us first discuss about how a normal baby poop looks like. So, for breastfed babies, uh, the poop consistency is kind of runny and it is mustard seedy. It has some seeds in it and it's quite runny. So, up to 2 months of age for a breastfed baby, a baby might poop after every feed or say more than 6 times a day. Now, when your baby is above 2 months of age and is being exclusively breastfed, then once or twice a day is common, or even once or twice in like 3-4 days is also common. Now, what about formula fed babies? So, how does formula fed poop look like? So, that looks like a very pasty texture, peanut buttery kind of texture. And for babies up till 2 months, it is around baby poops around 1 to 4 times a day, and after 2 months, it can be once or twice a day, or even once or twice in 2-3 days. So all this is normal poop. Now, so I wanted to clarify this before I define what loose motions or diarrhea is. So now we can define it easily. So whenever your baby has very watery kind of potty with mucus in it, so it looks like there's curdled milk in it, and it is very frequent. The number of times a baby is pooping is more than what I just described. That is what we call, and we qualify that now the baby has loose motions or diarrhea. So mostly when the baby has this kind of watery kind of potty for more than 3 or 4 times a day, that is the time when your baby has entered that phase of having loose motions. So now we will discuss about the causes. What can be the possible causes? So for breastfed babies, some of the causes are that the mother has probably eaten something which is very spicy, or say has eaten something which is very warm, like cinnamon. So initially when I was breastfeeding and I used to eat cinnamon, Noor used to get loose motions. So one is that. Second is, if you're exclusively breastfeeding, then the mother has probably eaten some antibiotics, so that can affect the baby's gut and cause loose motions. If you're formula feeding, then probably the baby is allergic to some ingredient in the formula, and that's not suiting the baby, or you're not using properly boiled water to prepare formula. So a lot of times what moms do is they just use the electric kettle water to make formula. So now in that case, the electric kettle actually boils water for just 1 or 2 minutes. But that is not advised. Even on formula boxes, it says that water must be boiled for at least 5 to 7 minutes, right? The next is your baby is teething or is putting everything in their mouth, which is why all the germs and dust and bacteria is going inside the baby, which has caused the baby a stomach infection, and hence he has loose motions. Another reason is that if you started solids, either your baby is allergic to that particular food, and that's why he has loose motions, or the baby, you have fed like a combination of 2-3 things to the baby, and the baby's stomach is still too immature to digest everything, and he gets loose motions. And one last reason is that your baby is lactose intolerant. So this is quite a rare condition. Your baby is allergic to lactose in milk. This usually comes around 2 years of age, so it's very rare, but it is a possibility. So these were the causes of diarrhea or loose motions. Now what happens when your baby has loose motions? So the baby is losing a lot of water from their body, and baby gets dehydrated. So some signs are that obviously loose motions are there. The baby's urine is quite dark yellow in color. It's not colorless or pale yellow. or the baby has very dry skin, sunken eyes, is very inactive as compared to usual. So those are the signs of dehydration. Now, how do you manage it? Now, for babies who are less than 6 months, if you're breastfeeding, please continue to breastfeed. Why? Because your baby is dehydrated because of loose motions, and breast milk is made of 80 to 90% water. So that is helping your baby. And breast milk is also giving the immunity that baby needs. Now, if you're formula feeding your baby, try and change the formula brand and see if it makes it better. But anyways, other than these two options, you must consult with your pediatrician immediately. If your baby is less than 6 months of age, please don't try to test any home remedies on such small babies. I get so many messages from moms asking me home remedies for smaller babies, say below 6 months of age. Now, I don't understand that what is the problem in giving your baby the medicines prescribed by your doctor. Why do you want to torture the baby by trying some XYZ things and really let the baby suffer? I mean, when the baby is so small, you need to realize there's not much you can do, and it's best to follow what your pediatrician is saying. Whatever medicine or whatever he has advised you to do, that's the best thing that you should do. So now, if your baby is obviously above 6 months of age, then you can definitely try some home remedies, because now the baby has started solids also, the baby's system is getting more mature. So that's the time you can try home remedies. But do remember that home remedies also work till a certain point of time. If you see that they are not working for say 1 day or max 2 days, please reach out to your pediatrician and don't torture your baby just to avoid giving your baby medicines. Is absolutely okay. The end goal should be to make your baby right at the end of the day and make his system fine. So what are the home remedies? So you can give ORS to your babies. This is easily available in chemists. Now the prescribed measurement of ORS is that you give 5 ml of ORS per kg of your baby's weight. So if your baby is 8 kg, you give 5 into 8, 40 ml of ORS after every poop, right? So you give ORS. Another great thing is that you give coconut water to your baby, because coconut water has all the important salts and minerals that hydrate your baby's body. And even for us adults, we take coconut water, right, when we have loose motions. So it's a great thing. Third thing, you must keep your baby hydrated. Keep on giving boiled water to your baby after every 2-3 hours, because the baby is losing a lot of water. Next thing that you can do is, if you've obviously started solids, you can give your baby foods like banana, because banana helps in binding the baby's poop, right? So you can give banana. You can give a little bit of apple also. You can give khichdi, like plain khichdi with no masalas, nothing, no vegetable, just plain dal and chawal, moong dal chawal. Then you can give oats, plain oats. You can give rice. You can give potato, sweet potato. All of these bind the loose motion. You can also give red masoor dal. You can give homemade curd to your baby. So all of these will help in binding the baby's loose motion, and also will help in getting the system working again. Then what you can do is, another thing that you can do is that you can give some zinc supplementation to your baby. So now what do I do when Noor has loose motions, because it has become pretty common now because she's teething and you can't really control everything that she's putting in her mouth. And even if when we sterilize everything and clean everything, something or the other happens and she gets loose motions. So what I do is, number one, I give her a zinc supplement. So here I have, this is Zincovit. So I give this to her around 5 ml a day, because zinc is, zinc supplementation in diarrhea in babies is known to help treat diarrhea. So yeah, this I give. to Noor. Then I give her something called Enterogermina. So this is nothing but good bacteria. So I'm sure all of you have heard of Yakult, the drink for adults, which has millions and billions of good bacteria which heal the gut. So this is similar, and this is for babies. So they are like these ampules. This has just pure water in this. This is distilled water with that bacteria. It is tasteless, and you can just put this in your baby's milk or just give this directly twice a day. So I give this. So this is doing nothing but just healing the bacteria in your baby's gut. This is no medicine. It's just like a supplementation. And lastly, what I do is, so usually, when babies have loose motions, or even when adults have loose motions, what are we told to avoid? We're told to avoid milk products. Now with babies, how do you do that? How do you avoid milk? So my pediatrician had given me this suggestion that, why don't you give your baby lactose-free formula for 2-3 days? So this is Isomil, Similac Isomil. It is a lactose-free formula. Can be used up till 2 years of age of babies. So it's very similar. So like when we have loose motions, we decide not to eat any milk products. So it is similar for the baby. So when I give Noor this formula, which doesn't have any lactose for 2-3 days, and I give her zinc and I give her Enterogermina, she automatically gets okay. Within 1 or 2 days, her loose motions are get controlled. So this is my hack. So obviously you can't do this if you're breastfeeding your baby, because breastfeeding is the best. You should continue to do that. But if you're formula feeding and your baby is not very picky and easily accepts different tastes, you can try this out. It's a great option to manage loose motions in babies. I try it all the time and it works for me. So you must try this. But other than that, you should please consult with your pediatrician. Even if you want to start all of these things, the 3 things I mentioned, you can check with them once. And otherwise also, if none of the home remedies work, it's best to go to the pediatrician and give those medicines prescribed by him to your baby. Don't torture your baby, and don't it's a very bad condition. When you have loose motion, you feel so drained and weak. So don't do the same for your baby. You just need to treat the baby. So don't be very hesitant of everything, of giving medicines to your babies. I don't understand the whole fuss about it. No offense, but the end outcome should be that your baby is fine. One last thing that I want to talk about with loose motions is that when your baby is having loose motions, baby is pooping very frequently. So that means frequent diaper changes. So the baby is, continuously the baby's bum is being cleaned with water or is being exposed to poop. So what that does is that creates rashes, bad rashes on your baby's bum. And it's very painful for the baby. So there are certain tips that you can take care. You must change your baby's diaper immediately after he or she poops. Please apply diaper rash cream or coconut oil every time you change. Liberally, apply it liberally, okay? Third, try to avoid wipes when your baby has loose motions. Try to clean your baby's bum with water and a cotton cloth or just cotton balls. Lastly, if nothing works and your baby has bad rashes like Noor had it, and because she was pooping so frequently, we used to clean it so many times that there was some kind of blood also oozing out of those rashes. And poor thing, every time she used to pee also, when pee has salt in it, so whenever it actually touched those rashes, it used to burn a lot. She used to cry. So we used to apply a little soframycin on those, and within 1 or 2 days they became absolutely alright. So these are my tips and tricks to help your baby deal with diarrhea and loose motions. But these are just my tips and tricks. You still need to consult with your pediatrician if you feel that things are not working, or if your baby is less than 6 months of age. Please listen to them. It's okay to give medicine to your baby if it helps in healing them and making them feel better. So thank you so much, and keep writing and sharing my videos. Bye-bye.